What's up, everybody? Mike Dolce, four-time world MMA Trainer of the Year. Today we are talking about fasted or fed cardio. What's the difference and which one I think is most effective for your fat-burning routine. Thank you guys once again for being here. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. Hang out with me. See if you like this video. If you like this video, maybe by the end, you'll subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and all the other fun stuff. But fasted or fed cardio, most of the pinheads in the fitness world, they will tell you it doesn't matter. It's the same thing because they're so focused on calories in, calories out. That's all they think about. That's all they talk about. That's all they care about. Why is this? Why is this? Because it is very easy to sell you a macro-based, calorie-centric program. It's very easy to sell those. It's very easy to monetize those. It's very easy to hide behind the mysticism of calorie and macro targets, and it is very easy to do. It's super easy. Trust me, it is. Now, I don't sell macro-based programs. I don't sell calorie-based programs. We are an education team. We provide fully comprehensive, personalized diet and nutrition products and services. So I could be making that easy, sweet, sweet cash, but I choose not to because you lose in that transaction. We want you to win, which is why I put out great videos like this. Now, it's very easy for your favorite Insta coach to talk about a macro program, a calorie template. Bang, they throw it at you, and voila, you start your journey, but then typically you fail. Why do you fail? Because you hit your calorie deficit too soon. Your body starts to reject the arduous program. You start getting brain fog and lethargic and you're impatient. Your workouts start to suck. Your sex drive drops. You can't get good sleep at night. You're just an angry, bitter, really not much smaller version of your old fluffy yourself. So what's the point? It doesn't work very well. What does this have to do with fasted cardio? That same mentality is the problem with the fasted or fed conversation. Most of the people who say fasted or fed doesn't matter because you burn the same amount of calories, they don't understand weight loss, they don't understand fat loss, they don't understand muscle building, they don't understand health, they don't understand happiness, they don't understand what it is like to be a social and emotional, well-adjusted organism. Now let me explain this. The people that we work with who perform fasted cardio as a general part of their lifestyle, they are typically much more compliant to their health and fitness protocol. Think about this. The person who wakes up every day, they drink 16 to 32 ounces of room temperature water, they have a little black coffee or espresso, and they go and perform 30 to 60 minutes of some sort of low intensity exercise. Doesn't that sound like the type of person that probably isn't going to stay up until 2 a.m. drinking alcohol? Doesn't that sound like the type of person who's probably not going to skip breakfast, go to Starbucks, get a Egg McMuffin version from Starbucks with their 600-calorie Frappuccino, go to work until they're starving again, walk out to the donut truck, eat a glazed donut and some sort of other crappy product, and then they're going to go home and eat a couple slices of pizza and get some Taco Bell. Now, just keep that in mind. Keep that general conversation, that general thought in mind. The average person who performs fasted cardio, once you start your day with a win, typically you just keep winning the rest of the day. Now, there is a very real physiological reason to prefer fasted cardio over fed cardio, but not in a vacuum. I'll explain. From a health and habit lifestyle perspective, the person who does fasted cardio first thing in the morning, they tend to make better decisions throughout the day. You start with a win, you typically keep on winning. Is that simple enough? That kind of makes sense, right? It's like the whole Jordan Peterson, the Jocko Willink thing. You wake up, you make your bed. Is it the Seth Godin, the eat the frog thing? You wake up, you do the hard thing first thing in the morning. You get that out of the way, and the rest of the day really just falls into place. Fasted cardio is very similar. From a lifestyle perspective, from a retention perspective, from a reduction of the churn rate perspective, from a concept of the type of person who simply does this will keep doing this. The person who doesn't do their fasted cardio, they go to work, they get busy, they have a shit day, they want to go to the gym, they just don't have the desire to go to the gym because their boss is an a-hole, the kid's got a stuffy nose. What happens? They skip the after work cardio, right? They just don't have the time to do it as much. So they don't get as many total cardio sessions in as the person who wakes up, gets it done first thing in the morning, and then goes about their day. Just from that perspective, fasted cardio wins. Now, when we perform fasted cardio, we understand we are performing an aerobic activity, what some might call zone 1 cardio, a cardiorespiratory cardiovascular activity that does not overly stress the heart, switching you into a glycolytic process in that your body starts using stored glycogen or glucose as the primary fuel source. This is what happens when you get above zone 2 into zone 3, 4, 5, almost purely glycolytic. Zone 1, almost purely aerobic. And what does that mean from an energy substrate utilization perspective? Zone 1 cardio is almost predominantly, exclusively free fatty acids as the primary fuel source. Well, some will argue that yes, while fasted, you will burn more free fatty acids, but some studies have shown that by the end of the day, the fasted only and the fed cardio only groups wind up burning the same amount of fat at the end of the day. Although the fasted group burns more calories, more fat calories during the cardio and in the window thereafter, eventually the body evens it out. That may or may not be true because there are studies that conflict with those findings, but I'm going to put that to the side for now. Why I love fasted cardio is because fasted cardio is performed in the absence of insulin. And this is the key that a lot of people miss. When we say fasted, we mean in the absence of insulin. I don't care about when you ate or didn't eat. Is there insulin circulating? If so, non-fasted. If not, fasted. If there is no insulin circulating while performing zone 1 cardiovascular activity, science has clearly shown your fat cells are more efficient. And even further, your stubborn fat cells are more efficient during a fasted state in the absence of insulin than they would be at releasing stored fat for energy while insulin is present. Let me back up a second. What does this mean? This means when you are fasted and insulin is not circulating, the stubborn fat cells of your body, through a multitude of reasons, will be more efficient at releasing that stored fat. Your traditional highly performing fat cells will work the same way relative to fasted or fed. It is the stubborn fat cells that you have, and it's typically these gender-specific stubborn fat storage sites. Those sites very specifically become more efficient in the absence of insulin. And this is why we love fasted cardio as one of your multiple training sessions in the totality of your program. Now, I might be the largest proponent of fasted cardio, what we call LIST, low intensity, steady state cardiovascular activity. I've been speaking about this for decades. Consistently, without fail. A lot of people will argue back, they will throw shade, they will talk smack. That is fine, they can do that, but that does not make them correct. For the reasons I am sharing with you is, number one, the people who perform fasted cardio as a part of their regular lifestyle tend to perform more cardio sessions in a week, a month, and a year than those who try and perform their cardio sessions later on during the day simply due to complexity of lifestyle. That makes sense. The people who also prioritize fasted cardio first thing in the morning tend to do more things correctly throughout the rest of their day because they started their day with a win. We're actually teaching you a pattern of behavior. We're creating a lifestyle. We're simply not taking the myopic view of calories in versus calories out, full stop, and the conversation there. Because you as a human, you are a very complex organism. We here at the Dolce Diet and Fitness understand that, and we work with the entire organism. We don't just hand you a piece of paper, some silly macro template, and assume that you, with all the complexity of your life, you will work just like a very simple mathematical formula is prescribed. No human works like that. If so, you would be independently wealthy. Your 401k would be maxed out every single year. You would be on time to every appointment you've ever had. You would never have any sort of issues in your entire life because you would just be mathematically perfect, right? Doesn't work that way. We understand that, which is why we look into the lifestyle, we look into habit forming, but also we pay attention to the biochemistry, which is one of the reasons why I love fasted cardio for a multitude of reasons. Now, you will also be performing fed cardio, zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, throughout the day. Every strength training session most people do, the vast majority of people train later in the day, well, that's all fed. Anything you do after your first meal is fed. So why not take advantage of the one time you are actually fasted, knowing you'll likely have 2 to 3 other training sessions, 1 to 2 more training sessions that day that are completely fed, plus all of your general activity. Standing up, walking to your car, going grocery shopping, playing with your kids outside. We could call this a form of cardiovascular activity. This will be a zone 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5. All of that's done while fed. So literally from the first bite of food you have until the time you go to bed, every other activity you do will be in a fed state. Why not take advantage of fasted cardio? So if you have any questions, please leave them below this video. Now, if you've gotten this far and have not subscribed, have I earned your subscription? Just click that little subscription button. Bang, give a thumbs up if you appreciate this content. I noticed that. It makes me feel good. And if you are looking for a personalized diet or exercise program, click the links below. We have amazing programs completely personalized to you. We have the Shred Dad program for hard-working men with not a lot of time that want to get jacked and stacked. We have Sculpt and Tone for women, which is an amazing total body recomposition program for all the ladies out there. We have the Summer Shredded program, which is designed to get you beach and bikini ready by this summer. We also have our 3 weeks to shredded 21-day lose 21 pound based upon the world's greatest athletes extreme weight loss program, plus our Living Lean total body transformation plan. All in the links below. We have a special deal right now, free 2-way coaching inside Shred Dad, Sculpt and Tone, and the Summer Shredded program. We have a brand new app out there inside these, so you can click on those links to learn more. I appreciate you. That's it. And until next time, boom!